On April 1st, 2021, I ditched a career I absolutely hated to better myself and do the things I've always wanted to do. And that included my growing love and obsession with Ireland. I want to learn everything: culture, history, mythology, music, and the language. Which, if I'm being honest, looks really hard to learn, but I'm going to give it the old Smith try. Then, of course, there is my love of pubs and the role that they've played throughout history, and no better example of that than on that beautiful, beleaguered island in the North Atlantic, Ireland. April 1st, 2026, I depart for the Emerald Isle, and for 1 year, I'll hike town by town and conduct interviews with pub owners, pub regulars, historians, town know-it-alls, musicians, and basically anybody that wants to talk to me. If you'd like to support the project and the journey, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month, but just liking a video or subscribing to the channel and following the journey is just as helpful. I'm always looking for volunteers to work as liaisons for the project too, so if you live in Ireland and know people, feel free to hit me up. This is a huge goal and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish Pubcast begins April 26th and will be my life's work. Thank you. Oh man, we got to do this. Even though I could cry. I don't know if you checked out the full album reaction I did that I made public on YouTube. Typically, that's usually only on Patreon album reactions, but I felt like it was worth doing it on YouTube for the debut album, The Lion and the Cobra from Sinead O'Connor. And I bet you I've listened to that fucking song, or that album, probably 5 times since I've reacted to it. And the highlight is Troy. And I don't think I'd seen a live performance from Sinead O'Connor probably ever. Pretty sure I haven't. But right before this reaction marathon, I watched the charismatic voice. Is it Elizabeth Zaroff? I think that's who that is. That reaction channel. And she did a live version of Nothing Compares to You, and I watched it, and I don't think I'd seen a live version of that before, and I was like, I hope that doesn't happen here, you know? It's kind of awkward crying in front of a camera, but I mean, sometimes. I was just so blown away by just Sinead O'Connor's presence, you know? It is really, really something. It was really, really something. You hate to even use a past term or past tense like that, you know. This is going to be a live version that was requested in the comment section, and I wanted to get to it immediately. It is the live version of Troy from Pink Pop Festival in 1988. The commenters were like, this is chill-inducing. So I'm like, okay. Don't cry, Smith. Don't cry, Smith. I guess this is kind of acoustical as well.
Sitting in the long grass in summer, keeping warm. I remember every restless night. We were so young then, we thought that everything we could possibly do was right. We moved stolen from our very eyes. And I wondered where you went to. You tell me, when did the light die? You will rise. You'll return. Phoenix from the flame. Will rise.
Man, no fucking shit. It is like seeing her do it. It just confirms the suspicions when you're listening to the studio version. And I think I don't know if it was this song or another song on the album where I was just talking about her delivery. And I'm like, you can only deliver the lines of this song in a certain way where you have to spit those words they have so much genuine fucking fury and anger with them. It's so punk rock. But then to see her, like, she has got, like, the most rock and roll fucking snarl of all time, where her lip curls up and you just feel it, man. Unlike a lot of fucking singers that I've listened to. A lot.
Been what you are. There is no other choice for you to down. I never meant to hurt you. I swear I didn't mean those things I said. I never meant to do that to you. Next time I keep my hands to myself instead. Does she love you? What do you want to do? Does she need you like I do? Do you love her? Is she good for you? Does she hold you like I
Oh my God. If you're hitting those notes so hard that fucking vein is sticking out on the side of your head, you're nailing it. You're pushing it, man. I had previously really only heard Nothing Compares to You, the war song I think she did on Saturday Night Live when she ripped up the Pope's picture. Very, very limited. I said this in the album reaction. But I've always loved, whenever I've heard her voice on Nothing Compares to You, or I'm just always fucking floored by the voice, which, again, I kicked myself in the ass for waiting this long to get into her. Because, man, oh, man.
should I leave? I know you're always telling me that you love me, but just sometimes I wonder if I should believe. Oh, I love you. God, I love you. I'd kill a dragon for you. I'll die. Tell me rise. Now we'll return. The phoenix from the flame. I had laid. I will rise, and you'll see me return, being what I am. There's no other choice for me to burn. You should have left the light on. You should have left the light on. Then I wouldn't have tried and you'd never have known. And I wouldn't have pulled you tighter. No, I wouldn't have pulled you close. I wouldn't have screamed, no, I can't let you go if the door wasn't closed. No, I wouldn't have pulled you to me. No, I wouldn't have kissed your face. You wouldn't have begged me to hold you if we hadn't been there in the first place. Oh, but I know you wanted me to be there. should've let the light up. You should've let the light up. Light up. Light up. And the flame burn away. But you're still spinning fire. Make no difference what you say.
Fuck, man.
You're still a fucking liar. You're still a liar. You're still a liar. You're still a liar.
Yeah.
With businesses
Man,
battling a spike in fraudsters,
that,
ensuring you're talking to the right
was
customer
something
is
else.
more
Stop
important
it.
than ever. With Vonage's Verify API.
Oh my god. Sorry. How do I get out of here? What's happening? There we go. Fuck. We're better. And we're back. Man, that was fucking incredible. I really try to find the words to describe how that person makes me feel. Because when I watch her, as I said in the album reaction, I've respected her my whole life, you know. But in 1988, when this came out, that crowd was super supportive and awesome. But I couldn't help but wonder, like, how many, as we would call them in the 1950s, how many fucking squares were in that audience that were just hate the idea of, like, this shaven head woman going and yelling in a very militant punk rock way how that off-puts the fucking squares, you know? And I love the idea of pissing off the fucking squares. It's like my favorite thing. And man, that was fantastic. That Sinead O'Connor journey will continue. I think the next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to record maybe tomorrow, or very, very soon. What was suggested was Sinead O'Connor with the Chieftains doing something. And sorry, I got lost in the comment section. Squirrel. What the hell? Everything.